Yeah, but I feel bad too because of what happened earlier.
Well, let's just try and get through this and see if we can actually try and get through it. I mean, as much as I'm hating this story with an ungodly passion,
How
I
about
made a
hey?
promise that I would finish this thing until it was over.
How about this? Well, how about don't think of it as how about think of it as so bad it's absolutely hilarious. Just look at it
So,
as, in a funny perspective.
can you do that?
Well, let's try. Okay, I'm gonna start reading chapter 9. Author's note: Stop flessing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep.
Those words are stupid.
Hey, I laughed. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
dear.
I've been writing criticisms on stories, movies, and a whole bunch of other different things, but all in a very cynical and very upstanding light. I never really even bothered to think of things that were so bad they actually made me laugh. Wow, this is like a whole new outlook on life.
It's
I have
called
a new purpose.
it's called a guilty pleasure, my dear, and we all are very responsible for all of them. We all have a guilty pleasure, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I got
sure.
I got so many you don't even want to know.
Okay,
Trust me, I
let's
don't think I
continue.
want to know either.
Leave it at that.
Well, continue, Rainbow Dash. I want to laugh more.
Okay, everyone in the class stared at me with their big old anime eyes. And then Draco came into the room, even though he was naked, and but started begging me to take him back.
Yeah.
How would you guys react if a girl came into a room yelling at one of your friends, and then a guy chased after her butt naked?
I don't know how to react.
I don't know either, personally.
We're all
I don't know
babies.
either, Sugar Cube.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll have to. I'd definitely be staring at the naked bed.
Ugh.
Ebony, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary Smith smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long waist-length gothic hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. Ugh. Again, everybody that's a main character has freaking like black hair, contact lenses, and all that stuff. What are they all vampires too?
Let's paint Hogwarts black and white while we're at it.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup.
Let's not get out much.
Wait. Hermione.
What?
Hermione. Hermione. What?
Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares
ridiculous.
about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her last name is Smith, not Granger. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
Wow, might as well make her a guy while we're at it.
What is it you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demanded angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Like, vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with a Draco, I shouted at him.
You did
Everyone-
that kind of good.
Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was. Wait. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire, I'm bi, and so is Ebony. Is this being through Draco's point of view?
I guess so.
For a while,
I
but
guess
then
they
he
decided to change perspectives halfway through the story. I guess.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he dumped. Yeah, we went out for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker.
Brittany.
We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore," said Vampire. "Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard!" I yelled. I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest. Okay, so the Forbidden Forest is right outside their classroom?
What? Shouldn't it be like right outside the castle?
Oh, so apparently she had to. So then I guess she ran all through the castle. Where I had lost my...
No. She didn't just run through the castle. Oh, no. If this is supposed to be in Professor Snape's room, then that means she would be running through multiple different chambers, down multiple different stairwells, down multiple different halls, all the way out to the front gate of the castle, all the way out into the Forbidden Forest.
That's a lot of stamina.
That's a lot of running.
That's a lot of depression if she's willing to run for that long.
Could you just imagine her just running through the hallways, just screaming and crying, being like, ah!
Okay, so where I had lost my virility.
Virility?
I think it means virginity.
What's
To
virginity?
Draco,
Never
and then I
mind.
started to bust into tears.
Bust into tears.
Bust into tears.
Bust into tears.
Who wants to read next? Who wants to read next?
Ooh, I do. I haven't read in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, you're getting into this.
This thing can't bring me down. I can take you on, for my name is Twilight J. Sparkle.
What does the J stand for?
Joanna.
Huh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Another thing to add to my shrine.
What?
Nothing.
Anyways, AN, author's note. Stop flamming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache, and the resin Snap doesn't look hairy now is because he's Christian. Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks.
What does that have to do with anything?
How many times
I
have they
don't
changed these
know.
characters?
This is just odd.
How ironic that this person says that Snape is Christian when a majority of the Christian religion here in Equestria actually bans these books.
Actually, yes.
Mainly just because it had a lot of different themes that, a lot of them weren't particularly fond of. I mean, things such as magic and other things of the sort. And I'm assuming that this book got banned too, because this has a lot of really bad things, like at least directed towards the Christian faith and things of the sort of the religion.
Yeah, well, if you ask me, that's a bunch of pissing and moaning, if you ask me.
It's a good thing I'm a Catholic. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco.
If you're gonna be sad about Draco, why would of all places, why would you go there?
And how do you know it's the same tree?
Then all of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movies.
Oh, way to spoil it.
And he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't Gothic. It was Voldemort. No!
It was kind of obvious it was Voldemort when they said that he has no nose.
Quite an obvious description, I'd say.
Did any of you hear that thing break?
No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted Imperious, and I couldn't run away.
What does that do again?
I heard something break. That might have been just me.
Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell of his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
So she threw a cat at him?
I mean, he could have used the killing curse. I mean, Avada Kedavra. That could have easily stopped it. Ebony, he yelled. Thou...
What is this? Princess Luna talking?
Thou must kill the Vampire Potter.
Old style talking. Ooh, very nice.
I thought about Vampire and his sex-aw eyes, and his gothic black hair, and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. Okay, seriously, who is Joel Madden? I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up?
Isn't that exactly what you said to her?
No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun.
A gun?
A
A
gun?
gun? A gun?
A gun? Well, that's just ridiculous. No,
Yeah, you should
please.
have given her an AK-47.
Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude you're so retarded look on his face.
That's what everyone looks like to the person who wrote this.
I had telekinesis,
Telekinesis?
he answered cruelly.
Cheater.
And if you- Okay, I just want to say something to this author. Simply inserting words like hath, doth, thou, thy, and words such as the sword does not make your work Shakespearean. At all.
Yeah, you gotta
In
add
fact-
forsooth, too.
Yes, you gotta add forsooth, hun.
I mean, if you're trying to use the old equestrian language, then that's fine. But at least research it first before you decide to implement it into your story.
Oh, that's boring.
And if you doth not kill vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi! Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram? Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way? Are you okay? I asked.
That's what I wanna know.
he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought... Oh, excuse me. But I thought you cheated on me. I expelled. That's okay, he said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out.
This is
So
bad,
you
it's
mean they
good.
were making out while they were walking? Oh, that's so sexy.
I can just picture it now. They're walking through the hallway, they're making out, bumping into something. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, I hope that
Ew.
wasn't valuable.
It's
That's
like a drive-by
disgusting.
making out.
That's disgusting, girly.
You're a girl.
Yeah, even still.
Okay, so who's reading next?
So who hasn't gone in a while?
I guess I shall go.
Very well. After you, Rarity. Oh,
Okay.
excuse me.
Chapter 11. Oh. Alright, I guess I'll do this. Okay, well, there certainly is a lot more writing. Author's note. Stop it, you gay fags. If you do not like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle, a vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses, okay?
What? What does that have to do with anything?
What
I
did that
don't know
say?
either, sweetie. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset and went to rehearsals with my gothic metal. Oh, she's got a gothic metal band now. Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Fantastic.
Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Oh, that doesn't sound pretentious at all. Oh, and she's the lead singer of it. Oh, and she plays guitar.
Does she not know how hard it is to learn how to play a guitar?
Exactly.
Especially with your two hooves.
People say that we sound like a cross between JC, Slipknot, and MCR.
Oh, well, at least they mentioned one other band for once.
Yes, at least.
But not so much JC, mostly those other two. No, I'm kidding.
The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, and Ron. Although we call him Diabolo.
Oh.
Diabolo.
Ugh, him too.
He has black hair now and with blue streaks in it.
Oh, well, at least it's not red.
He doesn't have his red hair? That's the best part of him.
But you mean to tell me that Ron is a goth now too?
Yes.
Can't they leave any single character in this franchise alone? They're
No,
going
because
just
if
the way they are.
Because if they do, then they're apparently preps.
Okay.
Apparently.
Now there's Hagrid.
Oh,
Hagrid?
Nothing sacred.
Only
Hagrid.
today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. Wait, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into the history of this stupid band. Ugh. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. That comes as no surprise to me. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS. There's no way I'm writing that.
Wait a minute. They just said it earlier, not 2 chapters ago.
She's full of inconsistencies.
but not only that, and not only that, vampires have multiple different ways of dying rather than just a cross.
Yeah, there's also the stakes. There's also the holy water, the sunlight.
I have one thing I can say about this story.
Having your reputation forever ruined by being in an awful book series?
There's one thing that I can say about this story. There's no way that this thing can... This whole thing needs a makeover. And I can't possibly provide...
You seriously want to know something? I'm actually thinking,
whole
girls.
thing needs a makeover.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Twilight? I'm actually thinking that this isn't a real book at all. I'm thinking somebody wrote this thing as a practical joke.
That might be a probability.
I'm actually thinking that the person who wrote this was a brilliant author, but he just decided one day that he wanted to play a practical joke on the whole entire industry of books and literature of the sort, and that he wanted to write the worst story ever possible.
No wonder this is put in a binder. No one is simply in a binder, not an actual bookcase. I always wondered about that.
Okay, and Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like Corpse Bride.
That's not a depressing movie. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah, I love the music, too.
I like that movie, too, but, I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe it's kind of like her massive boobs.
Don't go there.
Fluttershy's not here to listen to you say it. She's sleeping. Well, she's sleeping.
That's funny. It's like before when they misspelled book, like massive books. Massive books.
Tiny matching miniskirt that said simple plan on the butt. Well, of course you know where that's going. You may think I'm a slut, but I'm really not.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Fucking damn whore.
If that girl's not a slut, then I haven't had sex.
If that girl's not a slut, I'm sane.
We were singing a cover of Helena at the end of the song, and I suddenly burst into tears. Ebony, are you okay? Bloody Mary said in a concerted voice.
Concerned.
What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And I said, well, Voldemort and came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. And I don't want to kill him. Fucking. Because he's really nice, and even if he doesn't go out with Draco. What? But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears, and suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall.
I've been here all along, haha.
Pinkie Pie, I got a question. Is Draco now the Kool-Aid Man?
I don't know.
That's something
Yeah!
That's something I expect Pinkie to do.
I just might sometime, you never know.
Why didn't you fucking tell me? He shouted. How could you fucking pose a muggle bitch? See? Is that out of character?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything they've done is out of character.
I start to cry and cry.
Apparently,
Draco started to cry too, cause all sensitive. Then he ran out crying because, you know what? All of these characters are little bitches. Don't you understand that?
Thank you. See, we
Is
agree
it just
on one
me,
thing.
or is like there must seem like onions like in the air or something? Like this version of the school must be made of onions or something.
They cry at a drop of a hat. Ugh.
I know. It's like, yeah, I can totally picture it. Hey, vampire, you dropped your hat. That was my favorite hat, and now it's dirty.
And then suddenly Dumbledore walked in well, that's... You mean, unlike any other time he's walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't because he had a headache. What? What have you done? He started to cry wisely. What? See, that's basically not swearing, and this time he really was upset, and you will see why. I can't read this fucking girl's writing. It's horrible. Atrocious even. Simply not fabulous. And Ebony Draco... Ebony... They're supposed to be oh, fuck it. Ebony Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.
Why?
What? Wait a minute. I thought this writer said that Draco was a vampire.
And also, this person specifically stated that vampires cannot die, supposedly.
So what, was it like some garlic laced on that razor blade or something?
Nobody's that stupid. That's just... that's just ridiculous. I'm not tired.
Oh, come on. You're looking tired. You look even more tired than my little sister.
No. I beat them in the sleeping game. I can last. Let's read chapter 12, everybody.
All right, then.
All right. Hey, Applejack, you want to read this one?
Sure, I guess. Well, let's see here. Chapter 12. Author's note. I said stop. Oh, man. I'm losing brain cells. Good Lord.
Stop.
I said stop slamming up preps. See if this chapter is stupid. 1111. It deals with really serious issues. See for yourself if it's stupid. Thanks to my friend Raven for helping me. What?
Well, I get that was supposed to mean so see for yourself, but they hit the P instead of the O.
Well, I can't blame them. Riding with your two hoops isn't really all that easy. I should know for a fact. No, I screamed. I was horrified. We're off to a good start here. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way.
Oh, and trust me, we wouldn't want that.
He stumbled across them having sex. That's pretty much already been ruined.
Anyway, I started crying. Good Lord. I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. Oh, come on.
Linkin Park is not gothic.
Come on. Haven't you listened to some of their other songs like What I've Done, or like other songs like they did for them Transformers movies or something like that? I mean, those are decent.
Every time I think about Transformers, I think about how I killed that one.
Yes, that was awesome.
Sometimes, though, he gives me some bad indigestion.
Yeah.
Well, anyways. Okay. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit suicide.
Do
Again,
it.
I I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandally. What?
Sandally.
Sandally.
I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap!
They called
Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me and looping. And looping.
Looping?
Look, Twilight. And Lupin
You okay?
was masticating to it. They were
masticating. I never heard of
Masticating
that.
too.
I've heard of something else, but I haven't heard of that.
What's
That's-
masticating?
It means to chew.
They were sitting on their broomsticks.
He was chewing gum too, or something too?
I-
Naked?
I guess.
Weird.
Ew, you fucking perv. Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it.
But she's not naked.
Ugh. Suddenly, vampire ran in. Abracadabra!
Abracadabra.
It's Avada Kedavra, you dolts.
I don't.
Avada Kedavra! He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb. I took womb.
What?
That's a mayor's body part. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming as the camera broke.
So are they dead?
Suddenly, Dumbledore ran. Dumbledore!
Dumbledore!
Oh man!
Dumbledore! Oh, dude. Oh, bless my soul. This is the greatest chapter I've ever read.
Dumbledore.
Anthony, it has been revealed that someone is... No!
Oh, I want to do it.
Oh, if only Spike was here to read that.
I want to do it. I want to do it. He was like, no. I had to
He
do it.
shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly Hargreed ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk."
So wait, so that's supposed to be Hagrid?
No, correction. It's Hardgrid.
Yes, it's Hagrid's mentally deficient cousin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm led to believe. This can't be Hagrid. No. I mean, if they say that he's, a giant, I mean, like he is in the books, then, well, at least half giant anyway, then, I think that'll be understandable. What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. What? What? I may be a Hogwarts student, Hargreed paused angrily, but I am also a Satanist.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Dramatic reverb.
Are you okay? It's
Twilight?
Look, I want to say this is funny, but this is getting ridiculous.
Yes.
We have about 43 chapters left.
I can't stand it anymore. Just when I thought I could actually enjoy it for being just for being stupid, it has just crossed the line. Not Hagrid. You don't do that to Hagrid.
But that's Hagrid.
Still, it's the principle of the matter.
Whatever. Let's just finish this as fast as we can. Let's at least get halfway through this.
Okay, so let's get to chapter. Let's see, it's 45 it's 45 chapters. We don't. You want to get up to chapter 22 tonight?
I don't know.
How about chapter 15?
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
it at a third of the way done.
I'm trying. I'm being a trooper. Let's go.
I gotta admit,
This-
Scooter, you're really holding out. Maybe you'll be next in line for the element of loyalty.
Ooh, loyalty. That's a pretty number.
This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. There must be other factors. You don't have any, I yelled in madly.
What?
Lupin held up the camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak.
Cloak?
Cloak? It's a cloak, hun.
Is
And
that even what this author's talking about?
And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because
Don't you dare.
Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air. Then he swooped in, singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Oh. Because I love her.
Oh.
Oh.
50 cent?
Uh-huh.
50 cent? That's so hilarious.
Some pony help me. I feel like I'm in pain.